Older men, at what age were you at your physical prime? Asking men who have been here longer than most looking back. When do you think you were at your physical prime? In terms of athleticism, strength? How about looks? Was it the same period? Probably mid-30s for strength, which is pretty standard. Endurance? Probably later high school years. I'm 32, so 32. Lol, I've lost 175 pounds, so it's all uphill from here till I get to top of the hill. 6 weeks ago on my 52nd birthday when I completed a 70.3 triathlon. I've never been fitter. Edit. Thanks guys. To all those that are inspired or even vaguely interested by my humble post, all I can suggest is give it a go. I went couch to sprint distance in 6 months, starting at the grand age of 50, and then progressed to Olympic and then 70.3. I'm not fast. It's not pretty, but I've lost weight and feel a lot happier, and as a bonus you can eat cake guilt free. 54. Working out 5 days a week. The kids finished school and are on their own. I don't carry the literal stress weight of raising a family. My family all says I look better than I ever have. I can do everything now that I could then. I just have to stretch before and after if I don't want to suffer for it later. Use it or lose it. I'm 51 and I'm in the best shape of my life. I slacked when I was younger. Only started exercising after 40. Really? Technically, 28-38 is the prime age. After that, you start to decrease slowly. Which is why you see professional athletes retire in their late 30s and early 40s. I barely hit 30, and I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life. I'm only getting stronger and faster as well. Also, mental maturity is there, and I want to continue bettering my education as well. I feel like as soon as I hit my 40s, I'll get tested for testosterone every 6 months and probably get on testosterone replacement if it's needed. It makes a huge difference, apparently, in the long run. Unsolicited, but my husband is in mid-40s and is in the best shape. So proud of him. It's never too late. Currently 30. Prime seems to be 30 in every aspect for me. Strength, endurance, speed, and general physique. Still hitting PRs regularly. Edit. Perhaps flexibility is lower. I need to stretch warm up a bit longer. I'm like that scene in Major League where they're looking at photos of team prospects. First man, some of these guys are past their prime. Second man, some of them never had a prime. Early mid-30s, unstoppable in the gym, sports the ladies. 1855. Toned down after due to cancer. Still trying to rebound at 64. Physical peak was around 25, I think. Though if I had enough motivation, I could probably achieve the same feats now at 37. As for attractiveness, I feel like I'm just reaching my peak. I still have many of my youthful attributes, but now I'm being seasoned with some more rugged features. Just turned 30 and still improving. Well, I'm 82 now. I built the house I'm living in now at age 37. I remember chopping wood in the backyard all day long. But sexually my peak was age 69. I know, hard to believe. Pure strength, college. Endurance would be at 40 when I finished my one and only full Ironman. Peak cardio 17, peak strength 28, peak overall athleticism now at nearly 30. Late 20s. Before I fucked up my knee in an accident when I was like 31-32. Put on some weight when I was recovering from knee surgery and in a pretty bad depression that I've struggled to shake off with my slower metabolism and knee that never got back to 100 of its pre-injury state. I think men have a cycle. We hit a point in our 30s when we realize we've become fat, so we make an effort to look better. Thankfully, Being a dude, it is easier to cut that weight. It also gives us a false sense of our attractiveness, which drives us to divorce because we think we can do better than our current wives. It's called a midlife crisis for a reason. Physical prime? About 28-30. Had some down years for a while. Emotional sexual prime right now and 50. Been on TRT for 2 years and I'm killing it. Wish I'd been this confident in my 20s. Turning 50 is like a superpower. All the 20-somethings want you now. 66M. Probably in my mid-20s for looks and late 40s for strength. Late 20s for me for physical. That was until the first time I threw out my back, and then it just felt that I haven't been up to the same level since. Looks. I felt that it continued to get better since my early 20s and still pretty decent in my 30s now. I'm 52. Always been active. Started mountain biking in my late 30s. Really ramped it up during lockdown. And felt like Superman at 49, and that was definitely when I felt stronger than ever. I was 22. Peak fitness and health. Both mental and physical. Fresh off the plane home from working in Afghanistan. Ready to tackle the world. Now 35. Both my shoulders are trashed. My back is completely messed. Both most likely require surgery. But I can't afford to stop working in order to fix both. Oh, I am also now severely depressed and sometimes suicidal. I didn't sign up for this lol. As goofy as it sounds. At 42 I'm the strongest I've ever been. That said, I got on testosterone therapy in my mid-30s and suddenly I'm able to actually develop muscle without changing my diet or exercise routine. Now in terms of being able to run and jump. Yeah, those days are long gone. 31 right now. 19 and 27 keep exercising, don't stop because restarting gets harder every birthday. I think my 30s was pretty lean and strong. Now in my 40s, I am strong, but much more bulky. Probably in better physical shape now, but looked more fit back then. Emo. No doubt about it, at 35 yo. I was at my physical peak. For overall strength, mid-20s. For stamina and strength, actually now in my 40s. Next year, I swear. I'm 74 now. Prime was probably 30-35. All downhill from there due to medical issues. 37 now. Not in my prime by a long shot. For me, it was 27. Physically speaking, I felt on top of the world. On my current path. I'm hoping in a few years I can say my best was at 40. I'm 46. Probably 40. Could do it again but don't have the dedication to the gym I had. I'm still in better than most 25 years olds. For some reason 22 months ago, right before I blew out my knee. It's healing nicely. I'm back in the gym, getting back to that again. 35. Mid-30s. When I was a Marine. Also when I was an athlete in high school. As far as looks, I am not that great looking, but just enough to get a maybe from women. Late 40. Early 50s. I'm 51 and I never knew my testosterone was so low. When I got tested at age 47 it was 112. As soon as I started testosterone therapy. OMG. Muscle. Weight loss. My mental focused all through the roof. Major game changer. Both about 25 yo. I had a six-pack. Thick head of hair. I was a total risk-taking schmuck, so it didn't get me much. I am 35 and I'm the strongest I've ever been. I had energy for days though when I was 25. I could play basketball for 4-5 hours straight. In between I was pretty out of shape though. Wish I had tried to stay in shape. 27-29 for athleticism and speed, mid-30s for strength. I'm still in pretty good shape and look good.